And you spend the rest of the day at home, just a few hours, until it gets dark. When night falls, you go out to the gym, where the grumpy tiger you want to thank will be. As you walk through the streets that witnessed your flight and your salvation, you realize that there are more homeless people than before. They don't look at you. They have more important things to do than looking at a teenager like you. The street of the gym from the brochure appears on the screen of your mobile. It is not far. You're a few streets away. You see a few people entering a place guarded by a gorilla. This is the street. I guess it's time to start the mission. Mission in code. To thank. Ongoing. You approach the door and the gorilla gets in your way. He looks at you from head to toe. Maybe he thinks you're a minor. ID? Oh, sure. You take it out of your pocket and show it to him. It is being thoroughly analyzed, as this place is not for everyone. Okay, come on in. He turns away and lets you in. When you're inside, the surroundings become somewhat dark, but you can see without problem. Is this some kind of underground fight club? The music is a bit loud, so as not to let people listen to other people's conversations without being noticed. There are also about 5 other people who are collecting money in a white uniform with black stripes. A Siberian husky comes up to you and opens the fanny pack he is wearing to start the conversation, which makes you nervous. I've never been in a place like this and this wolf already wants to talk to me. I feel a lump in my throat. Good night, friend. Are you going to bet? And if so, who and how much? Bet? Damn, Lucas. In the brochure it said that you can bet if you want. I came to thank the tiger for saving me. And what better way than this? I bet some... You look at your wallet and realize that you have $50. About $50 for Crimson Tusk. Oh my gosh, $50? You're betting all the money in your wallet for this guy? Wow. Wait, do you really want to bet on him? Yes, is there a problem? You know he hasn't won a fight, right? I'm aware of it. And you still want to bet on him? Grab your money and take it to the fanny pack. Yes, do you have a problem with that? None. I just wanted to make sure if you are silly or not. It seems that there are all kinds of people. And would you mind if I stayed to watch the fight with you? Why? Not at all, just to say goodbye when you see the tiger lose. I don't care, you can be with me. Alright, well, I'll join you later. I have to keep picking up bets. Sure, no problem. I will stay near the ring so that I can watch better. Okay, I'll be back. He disappears among all the hustle and bustle, leaving you standing in a room full of shady-looking people. You notice that a couple of people have weapons hidden in their jackets. What is this place? Is this some kind of a mafia spot, whatever? You suppose they are the big shots, the ones who come to win the bets at any cost. It doesn't matter where you look, people have that bad mood look that nobody wants to disturb. You get a little closer to the ring to have a better visibility of the future fight. Everyone blurts out the obvious on who will win. Everyone has bet on Bulldogator. The number of victories does affect everyone's decisions. But I believe in the tiger. I'm sure he will win this one. If not, well, $50 I lose. It is not so much. Oh my gosh, Lucas, are you super rich to say that $50 isn't much? When you think you are in a perfect area to view the entire fight, a hand rests on your shoulder. You turn around and see the husky from before. I'm here. Do we have to move or is this a good place? Here's good. We couldn't get a better view than this. Great. Oh, by the way, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Clarence, the betting boy from this gym. Will I have the same honor of knowing the name of this silly boy? My name is Lucas, so you can stop calling me silly boy. That will happen when the fight ends with a win in your favor. He smirks. You find it funny and annoying at the same time. What if we make a bet with each other? Now he changes his smile to a playful one. I'm interested. What do we bet? If the tiger wins, you stop calling me a silly boy, but if the dog wins, you can call me that as long as you want. Assuming we meet again. If I'm lucky, I may be going through this gym more times. Oh, then done. Do you want to add something else? This is your opportunity. I don't know you well enough, so I'm going to leave it there. Perfect, because the presenter is going to start talking. He's right. You turn your face to the stage. The lights go out, silence is made, and the spotlight turns on, aiming at the presenter. A human dressed in a colorful way that damages the eyes gets on stage. He's carrying a wireless microphone with him, so he has no trouble tripping over it. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. I have the honor of being in this ring presenting the boxers for tonight. But we all know that it's going to be boring, don't you think? Voices are raised at such words. I see new faces and other well-known faces. For the acquaintances, I hope you have bet, and for anyone new, I wish you hadn't bet on the tiger. Slight laughter is heard in the background. Now to introduce the boxers. On one side, weighing 100 kilos, a height of 190, and of an American Bulldog breed that seems to have not been vaccinated against rabies. Bulldogator! An American Bulldog comes out of the locker room to show himself. His muscles are large and he bares his teeth to threaten everyone. But he seems to have and give respect. A chorus joins the Bulldog's footsteps, congratulating him on his anticipated victory. The chorus is silenced when the dog raises his hands to let the presenter speak. Isn't he cute? And now, on the other side, we have an 85 kilos tiger, a height of 183, with a determined look to kill you, but who is just a kitten. Crimson Tusk! The tiger comes out of the locker room too. Your savior walks into the ring with a neutral gaze. He doesn't threaten anyone when he's receiving the boos from all over the public. I can tell they hate him. Did they lose money on him? Or is it simply because he hasn't won and that's why they boo him? With those unanswered questions stuck in your head, you see the tiger climb into the ring to face the bulldog. The referee goes up and explains the rules of the fight. Rules in an illegal fight? This is new. With the rules explained, they go to their respective corners and wait for the bell to ring. A minute later, the bell rings and they prepare their fists. When they get close, the first hit goes to the dog with the right hand. He laughs and makes a movement with the left that makes a clean hit on the other's cheek. He keeps upright. They are spinning around the ring. They are studied little by little. Who wants to be the one to get the next hit? The tiger missteps. The other one freaks out and punches, which the tiger dodges and punches in the abdomen. Releasing a sigh, he turns away from the tiger and regains consciousness. He understands that it has been a trap to make him lose a bit of focus and, perhaps, patience. Their movements are cautious. Their eyes are fixed on each other's movements. How can it be that the tiger has lost so much if he moves well enough not to lose against someone as clumsy as the dog? When you ask yourself the question, you instantly understand. After spending 5 minutes fighting, the tiger receives a left hook that was not expected when making a false move with the right. The blow was too unforeseen that he couldn't protect himself from the speed of the blow. He falls to the ground, trying to get up as the dog celebrates his victory too soon. When he gets up and looks at the ground, releasing a couple of drops of blood from his snout, you feel like you have to get up and scream for him to hear you. To cheer him up, to say don't give up that easily. You know that he has endured it well, that he can continue, but looks like he wants to give up already. Unable to bear it, you unite with all the voices that demand the end of the fight and scream with all your might. Don't give up, Crimson! You can win! Is he listening to me? I'm repeating it several times. I want him to hear me. Of course he listens to you. Realizing those words that you repeated over and over, he sees you at the end. The reaction was not what you expected. His eyes widen further and his sharp teeth see the light. He stares at you. He threatens you. He asks why you are such an asshole to return through these streets. Without being able to hold it, he approaches the dog, calls him, and he turns to look at him. You don't hear what the dog says, but in the end he laughs and is silenced by a right hook that knocks him out. Everyone is so surprised that the silence is atrocious, so much so that he approaches the ropes of the ring and screams, "You asshole! Why the fuck are you here?" They are the only words you hear before everyone starts booing. You sit back down, happy with what you've done. His first win, your first bet made, and it looks like you have won. You look at the husky next to you and you smile broadly with the superiority. I'll go get the money you deserve, kid. He gets up and goes off your side. You should do the same, but you have to prepare for your death at the hands of that tiger. I should leave a note so they know who killed me. Well, time to face it. After passing through several people who were bigger than you glimpse the silhouette of the tiger entering a room. You assume it's the locker room, so you follow him. Someone's excited for their death, huh? You really followed the tiger into the locker room. You pass through the doorway into danger. You hear the sound of metal, but it must be the locker's opening. Fucking kid! Despite his scream reverberating throughout the room thanks to the metal lockers, you still find him easily. As you appear in his line of sight, his face becomes evil personified. I told you not to come back to this place. He yells at you loud enough that you're pretty sure both the other boxer and the people in the ticket offices heard him. At least you assume so anyway. Correction, you didn't tell me not to come back. You told me it wasn't the place for a kid like me. Wow, way to be a smartass. I don't give a shit. You're an idiot for tempting luck. What if that killer catches you again and I'm not around? Why do you care? I'm just trying to learn who my hero is and all you've done is insult me. I'm not your savior or anyone you should look up to. I'm just a boxer. One who just happened to be walking down that street and just did you a favor. That's it. Sorry if my stupidity isn't to your liking, but do you know one thing? You've won, all because you were pissed off at me. Either that or you didn't want to look absurdly weak in front of me. Don't call me weak! His expression grows even angrier. Now, if you have nothing else to do, fuck off. A kid like you doesn't understand danger. You are too young. Young or not, I've been smart. And how's that? Hey, Tiger, don't give the kid a hard time. His opponent appears. He seems to have good intentions. Oh, look at Bulldigator. Looking good. You shut up, Bold. This doesn't concern you. The boy has come all the way here to see you. Doesn't he at least deserve some applause? The tiger is silent and looks away. Well, boy, my name is Bold, as the tiger has said. I'm just here as a visitor, so I doubt we'll see each other again, but I still like to know who I'm talking to. A pleasure, Bold. My name is Lucas. You shake hands. Are polite. That is not often found in these streets. Well, even so, I'm leaving. My coach is waiting for me to go home. If we ever meet again, I'll invite you to something. He winks at you. Wow, all the hot guys are hitting on the MC. Way to be lucky. That act gets you a smile, since he has been polite with you. Not like your savior. Before leaving through the door, he stops to let Clarence in with a pile of money that he brings you on a tray. The bulldog stares in amazement and approaches you again. Here you go, kid. Your bet. The tiger stares without crediting what he sees, the same gaze as in the ring. But what is this? You don't know how much there is, but surely there are thousands and thousands. If you could count them quickly, you would do it right now. What is all this? The bet of our dear Lucas here, sir. He doesn't speak, he doesn't say anything. He looks at the money carefully, still amazed at your feat. Bold positions himself behind you and asks the obvious question. Did you bet in favor of the tiger even knowing that he had no victories? You nod happily. Boy. You turn your face to the tiger, who doesn't have a devilish look, but serious. Why? Well, you don't know what to say. It's too serious that it overcomes you and makes you nervous. I have to be clear. I have to release the pressure. You breathe in and out to be able to speak. You do it and clarify the tiger's doubt. Because I believe in you. I knew that if I supported you, you would win the fight. And you did it. That is why I'm smart. You cross your arms. You stare. You don't care what he thinks anymore. You only care about being clear. He doesn't decide on me. He never has and he never will. Dude, he deserves a meal for this. The boys bet on you when no one else has. If you don't do it, I will. Get out of here, Bud. You are just a visitor. How hostile. Okay, I'm going. He leaves the locker room, his voice no longer echoing off the walls. And that smell of sweat that permeates their bodies has diminished. Your nose may already be a little calmer. You are still stupid. If you think I'm going to be nicer because you bet in my favor, you're wrong. At the moment, the door opens again, presenting a rat that almost exceeds your height. You're great, Tiger. You gave the good shot that I taught you, and above all, someone bet on you. Surely it's rich now, thanks to you. By the way, the screams you gave that person have come out of your soul. What a ferocity. He stops when he realizes your presence. Oh, I didn't know you had a visitor. I'll leave you alone. Don't worry, he was leaving. Right? He looks at you, fierce. Okay. Wait a minute. He looks at the money tray. Are you the one who bet on my boy? You nod your head. You deserve a kiss, boy. Why does everyone want to kiss me or invite me to something? Yes, the MC finally realizes the main character syndrome. It makes me uncomfortable. He comes over and gives you a big hug, which makes you more uncomfortable. Well, if you ask me, a stranger suddenly kissing you would be more surprising. You are great. You have bet on the future. Tell me, what's your name? My name is Lucas. Understood, Lucas. I'm Mantar, your friend, Tiger's trainer. The tiger's name is his species? His parents had no imagination or what? I am also surprised that Mantar is a coach with almost my height and no muscles. He's got that, Master Splinter vibe going on. Was he a young boxer? He looks older and his bare tail seems to have had a hard time, like the tiger. We aren't friends. No? So what are you doing here? He lets you go and looks at you. He saved my life yesterday, so I wanted to meet him at least a little bit and thank him as he deserves. You hear a growl from the tiger. I almost forgot that he doesn't like to be thanked. Really? Tiger, he's a good boy. Invite him to something. I'm sorry, but I'm walking away. He doesn't seem to want anything. Where are you going? Home. Alone? I have a razor and a can of pepper spray. I will be able to defend myself. Not if they are a group. Better that than bother you again. You grab the tray and put as much money as you can into your wallet, even if you don't have a shred of it. Clarence, I can't take everything. Could you save it for me? It will be a pleasure. No, you will take everything and you will never come back here. This is no place for you. He grabs a backpack from his locker and he hands it to you. Put the money in. But, do it! He orders you with a yell. Heeding his words, you put all the money in your backpack and put it on your back. I will accompany you, and if you want to have dinner, there's a restaurant that's open 24 hours nearby. Well, that's a very angry date proposition. Wasn't it that you didn't want to be with me? I have dinner there every night. You'll eat something. I'll take you home and we'll never see each other again. Wow, way to summarize and perfectly encapsulate every fling or one-night stand in history. Never again. Do you understand? Who says I will listen to the words of a curmudgeon boxer tiger? He frowns and shows his teeth. I may not come every night, but I will come only when you go to fight. Leaving him with the words in his mouth, you leave the locker room to wait on the street.